Quit fucking it up.
He touched it. Dr. Grant's not machine compatible.
Well, welcome back to Button Mash,
Mug smash!
where Devin is fucking everything up.
Every damn time, baby. Welcome back, guys. It's been a while. It's been a
while.
Yeah.
So we made a video.
But man, the news never stops. Ever. Holy stuff. Guys, there's been some highs, there's been some lows. And we have like a whole 2 months?
Yeah, we unintentionally took October off because one of our dogs passed away unexpectedly, and that was a big hit.
It was colossal. You guys know how that is. It's in tandem with the holiday stuff going on as well. You just kind of, when it rains, it pours. So I won't be pouring one out for my boy, but I will definitely be having one for my boy. This Button Mash Mug Smash episode goes to her, Boone, our little schnitzel dog. He was awesome, but not gonna get too sappy because we're gonna cry about other stuff.
Yeah.
Xbox is at it again, so we'll be getting into that.
I will say this is one of the best stouts that I've ever had.
Ooh.
I am a stout girly and I like a little bit darker of a stout, but this is really well balanced. It's called An Offer You Can't Refuse.
Oh yeah, Tony Montana.
From the Emporium in Denver. And if you would like to, send us more beers to try the Emporium, you can contact us at our email, on this channel. I believe it's listed.
Button Mash Mug Smash at the old Gmail. That's right, baby. So, yep, not a sponsor, but I'll be your taste tester. This is a solid one. But yeah, like I said, outside of everything that happened in the personal life, it's nice to be able to sit down and have a beer. But also, before we dive too far into the news, the new acquisitions, stuff like that, guys, it's November, and I know a lot of people are like, it's not Christmas, but it's basically Christmas.
It's basically Christmas.
We'll have the discussion about, that's probably the best opener ever, is, are you done with your shopping? Because I think we're almost
done. We've got a few things to get here and there because the way that our family goes on your side is it goes 2 birthdays, then Thanksgiving, then another birthday, then another birthday, then Christmas, then another birthday, then my birthday, then another birthday.
Yeah.
So
you can tell how productive certain people were during certain times of the year. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, it gets very busy for everyone. We kind of dealt with that a little bit today. You would think it wouldn't be just yet, but it has been very crazy.
We had to make our way through a zombie level crowd in the Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, it's just, and it's everywhere.
It is everywhere.
You go to Target, they're running Black Friday ads, but then you go to a little dive place where you're looking at different cooking accessories and things like that, and it's busy in there too.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
God forbid you want Broncos merch as well.
It was crazy.
Now that the Broncos, at the time of this recording anyway, are 8-2. Oh, everyone's on the wagon. Everyone wants their hat. Everyone wants their merch. We're winning ugly, but we're winning.
Yeah, we should mention the venue change. Probably won't be a permanent venue change, but that's where the computer is now.
Maybe.
And that's where we will be.
Yeah, maybe. It's definitely, we don't have to crunch up against each other as much as in the office. Jokes aside, guys, I hope all of you guys had a great last month. That's probably the best place to start beyond the holiday stuff is what we got up to. last
Yeah.
month, because that was spooky time. Like now's the ho ho ho, but before was the no no no. So Noisy, what did you get up to last month?
Well, I did take Deathground for a spin, and that is up on the Noisy Fish channel right now. The video is not very long because, spoilers, I'm very bad at it. I do plan to go back and revisit it sometime now that I kind of know how it plays. It is mouse and keyboard though. So I need to figure out how to throw things, mainly bottles. Once I figure that out, I'll probably be doing better.
Oh, so is it like The Last of Us, where you're throwing the bottles to distract enemies?
Yeah, you gotta distract the raptor, feather raptor.
Ooh,
It is fun though.
authentic raptor.
I would like to get further in it. I will say that.
Yeah.
And then just playing more of my True Fear, which, if you like point and click games, you like mystery games, you like puzzle games, I would call it horror light. It does have some horror elements, but nothing is really it's like PG-13 horror-ish. At the most, I would say PG-13. So that's something you're interested in and you're there for the slow burn. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun.
It was kind of like the Conjuring. It had horror elements,
I don't want to
but
talk
it
about
wasn't.
that new movie.
But it was
That
more.
new movie.
It was trying to do Evil Dead, and as you know, I'm a man who respects the greatness that is Evil Dead. But yet, from a Conjuring, a series that's like really renowned as being spooky.
It's like I felt
it was not spooky.
I felt
spooky
that could have been like a special, like how Blumhouse does the specials. Not to slam on Blumhouse, but like
a Toy Story of Terror, but Conjuring.
Yes,
yes.
Right. That's what it gave me the feel of. It didn't feel like it's a big movie, but I understand that you want to wrap things up and all that stuff. And
I could tell, having not been someone who has watched those movies, there was a lot of fan service, especially at the end.
Yes. I will say the other one that we watched during Spooky Month, though, it wasn't really scary. It was like traumatizing. I don't know how to explain that. Bring Her Back. Was very. You watch the whole movie and it's like you know what is going on, but every 2 seconds you're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And then there were a lot of scenes in it that you were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more disturbing.
That is not a PG.
Don't
watch that.
Something tells me they didn't get the 13 rating on that one. That's definitely R for Resident Evil. But
and Devin hasn't seen it, but Companion definitely would recommend Companion. Yeah. It was very good. Baby Huey is amazing. That's what I call him. I love you, Jack Quaid. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe.
Yeah, the boy Quaid.
I don't have a beard feud with you, and neither does Uncle Boogie, your certified platinum.
No, because you don't have a beard.
Because you don't have a beard.
I'll be the first to tell you. You walk around like Sam Lake walks around. Clean cut, and it works for your face. And kudos to you as well, Sam Lake, because that's where I'm going.
I was going to say, this is a great transition to your game, because raise your hand if you have recently stayed up till 2 a.m. learning the choreography for Herald of Darkness. Not Darkness. Champion of Light.
Yes. The Alan Wake 2
Champion
theme
of the
song.
Light,
it's
so not good. How that song goes.
No. It's different.
We almost have all of it, and if we can learn all of it as a duo, we'll put that as a bonus.
Oh yes, yeah.
Our video.
Either at the end of this video or at the end of next video. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Herald of Darkness. We need 2
for
likes.
Our show me the
one for each of us.
2 mics.
No, 2 likes.
Oh, 2 likes. Yes, yeah. And not from us either, so you're going to need 4 likes because we like to like something our own stuff or something. I don't know. But anyway, yes. Alan Wake 2. Annually on my channel, we like to do the horror game for October. No, it's a common thing on YouTube, so we do it as well. Alan Wake 2, damn, is a showcase of just narrative bliss. It's got all the horror elements. It's got some jump scare nonsense, which I'm not always the biggest fan of.
Yeah, you are not the biggest fan.
By the end of that game, I was like, is it really possible that Resident Evil finally got dethroned from this genre? And the more I think about it, the more I think that's 100% true. Like, I don't expect Requiem's gonna just knock Alan Wake off. I think Alan Wake 2 is gonna be the
So what
standard
I'm
for horror
seeing
games.
of Requiem is it's running a lot like the Rose DLC, which I really enjoyed. It was fun. There were spooky parts, there were puzzle parts.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem to be going more into the horror element of it. And that's actually something we got to talk about as well while we're kind of discussing Resident Evil horror. Because I want to keep my synopsis of Alan Wake nice and short because I don't want to ruin any playthroughs. If you haven't played it, it's only been out for like a year. Like, it's a fucking ride. It's just hands down really one of the best modern video games that has come out really ever. And like, to have come out in the same year as the remake of Resident Evil 4, which stands to me as the best Resident Evil game to ever be released, I understand why not a lot of people were looking at RE4 for nominations and why Alan Wake 2 was sweeping it. This does also, sadly, put a little bit of pressure on Baldur's Gate 3 because that game was the game that beat Alan Wake 2.
Right.
And now that game really, when I finally go to experience it, there's gonna be that lens going like, bro, I've experienced peak video games already, so
I haven't
let's hope it does
any
great.
time with Baldur's Gate 3. I was gonna say enough time. I haven't spent any time with Baldur's Gate 3 to know enough. What I will say though, what we did see in the store today is talking about Target. If you want to get started with D&D, I don't know what's all included, but we saw Stranger Things D&D set and it was priced at $40. So even if it's one adventure, one set of dice, and then maybe a figurine or two, those of you who have shopped D&D know that that is a fucking steal. I don't know what's in it. I didn't look.
Well, and they did have a bunch of themed. I've noticed that as well. GameStop is starting to get a lot of D&D little themes and stuff. And yeah, we can thank Stranger Things for that, for really bringing D&D back into like the modern light.
Fighting with the legends of lore.
Fighting the demons of hell when our shift ends at the Taco Bell. Chalupa! Anyway. Shout out to Stephen Lynch, who writes some of the greatest fucking music out there. Like and subscribe, Stephen. I'm watching you. Another guy who doesn't rock the beard. Very Sam Lake is Stephen Lynch.
I've never seen Stephen Lynch with a beard.
I'll have to see if he has any modern photos and if I have to start disliking them for beard envy.
But I'm just saying, there are a couple people that could grow a beard right now and the beard war would be over. You'd have to concede. Like Bruce Campbell, if he grew a beard, it'd be over.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah,
to beat. Like,
you can't beat the Bruce Campbell beard.
Well, and even like, he's clean cut as he was. Dude who was Thorin, that dude's just got a beard.
Chris Hemsworth?
No, Thorin, not Thor.
Oh, and I said Thor. No, I was like, he has a beard.
Chris Hemsworth. No. Talking about Thorin Oakenshield.
Doesn't he have a beard?
Does he have a beard?
He's a dwarf. He has a beard.
Maybe I was thinking of the pretty boy dwarf who falls in love with Kate.
Oh, Keeley?
Is it Keeley?
Feely Keeley?
It's one of the Eelies.
Keeley.
Not Jeff.
It's either Jeff.
It's not Jeff Keeley.
Or the dwarf formerly known as Jeff.
Yes.
This is a fun one.
Yeah, well, and this is what happens when you take an extra month off. But yeah. That's going back to Alan Wake real quick. Dude, if you like horror games, if you like narrative games, if you like to just really get pulled into something and feel that sense of discovery really from the very beginning,
now,
it's awesome.
Here's my question, because I haven't started watching your playthrough of it yet. Do you think, given that I do like narrative things, like I just filmed a narrative expose about As Dusk Falls, and I do like horror, but horror light. I don't jam survival horror that much. I'm not good at it. Do you think it is the game for me? Should I try it?
Yeah, and here's why. You said like, oh, it's survival horror is not really my jam and everything. What Alan Wake 2 does with its accessibility options is superb. This is a game that you can set your difficulty not just to easy, but you can set it up to where your flashlight like doesn't run out and stuff, and
okay.
just to really accommodate.
That's
you
really
can
cool.
set it up to where you can one-shot kill dudes. Like if you're along for the ride and you want the story, you can really make the game.
So if you try it and you're
very
liking it and
menial.
it's too hard, you can crank it down a bit.
Oh yeah,
That's
like,
not. I wish more games would do that, and I understand.
Yeah,
that's not always par for the course, but if you want somebody to experience what you're doing.
Yeah, well, and I think that's been a discussion point really a lot this year and some last year. I would say really since Elden Ring actually has been when it really got pushed, and then Lies of P as well implementing difficulty options really like kind of rubbed people. And I get it. I'm just recently coming off of sitting on my ass without a strategy guide, beating a PS2 JRPG. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But I know what difficulty looks like when you take away all the resources and everything, like, and there is a sense of accomplishment from going by a game's tailored difficulty. But then also, like, in this day and age, I also get the other side of the fence where it's like, well, I don't want to get destroyed all the time. My time is important to me, and I want to experience
well, that's
this game, like
Bloodborne.
So
Bloodborne is a game for me. I love the combat style. I love the aesthetic. I love what I know of the story. It's not a game for me in the sense of, though, no matter how much I play it, I'm not gonna number one, I'm not gonna spend the time to get where I need to be good at it. Number two, it's not intuitive for me. So every time I set it down when I get frustrated and pick it back up, it's going to be just as hard.
Yeah.
And y'all would think that practice would make it easier, but I can tell you right now that it won't. And I wish I guess I do support it by watching streamers play it, but it's also kind of like everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah.
And you experience things differently when you're not just watching somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Play. I don't know how to say that nicely.
No, when you're in the driver's seat, it's way different. Like, I will be the first to tell you, I hated, and I do not use that word lightly, I hated the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion because I watched people play it. I watched
that's a boring game to watch.
I watched my uncle play it. I watched my dad play it.
Sims, so also a boring game to watch.
I watched my cousins play it and stuff like that. And watching a game like that, or Fable, that's another one you don't want to watch.
Oh yeah,
like,
Fables.
It's
Unless
like
you're doing something.
You're sitting here the whole time going like, why? What is interesting about this game? And then you grab the 360 or Xbox One or whatever controller you're playing it on, DualSense. Like, you go and freaking grab that and you start experiencing, and you're, oh, okay, I get it now, because I'm not warming the bench. I'm in it. I'm making the decisions, and that's something that's kind of a whole different conversation than the difficulty thing, but it's a very real thing. Like, you can watch me play Alan Wake, and you may get more enjoyment out of it because I am comfortable in that.
Yeah,
in that kind of limited resources space.
Alan Wake 1 playthrough, that is not it. Well, it is and it isn't. The storyline and the delightfully edge of creepiness in that game is for me, but the game mechanics, oh god, no.
Yeah.
Like, I struggle bust through Fatal Frame, okay? I don't do well.
I'm gonna say this.
What's that?
What you played of Resident Evil 4, where I kind of loaded you up and everything.
Yeah, 4 make.
Yeah, if you did Alan Wake 2 with some of these, like, maybe, like, because what I did in my playthrough, you'll notice I started putting batteries in the item box. Mm-hmm. It's because I got sick of burning through batteries, and I turned on that accessibility option. I was like, it's batteries. Like, okay, I'll manage my bullets. I'll do the Resident Evil shit with the bullets, but batteries, come on. Come on.
I would drop a reference here that you will not know.
What, for batteries?
Comment if you know. Ha 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 ha. No batteries. They're running out. They're running out of batteries. Comment if you know. Comment if you know.
You are right. I don't know. So that's okay. It's okay.
I'm such a
So
nerd.
I thought you were going to gotta get a battery.
No, everybody
Like
knows
I was like,
that.
of course I know. I'm not wearing a Metallica shirt, but I'm metal enough
You
to
don't
know what the
own
fuck.
Metallica merch.
Like, I used to have a Master of the Puppet shirt. We saw a vinyl for Puppets today.
We did see
actually,
a vinyl for Puppets today.
and I debated getting it because the past month there's been a lot of even non-gaming stuff that we have procured.
Yeah.
We got a record player.
You got a record player?
And I bought my first record ever. Is that your first record as well?
That is not my first record. I bought a Disney record. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember that they had like a Splash Time song, and they had Donald singing Disco, Disco Duck. But I don't remember but I did buy that.
Fair.
When I was little with my allowance money.
Yeah, right now we're in possession of 2 vinyls. We have the soundtrack to Scott Pilgrim. So really good movie. I'm not a big Michael Cera guy, but I thought that movie
The soundtrack slaps, dude.
And as a video game guy, of course, I enjoyed all the references and the elements and stuff. And then, of course, you guys know I'm not gonna walk out of a record shop without my first record ever being a Kiss record. So we got the Kiss anthology.
The experience of buying that,
cool.
and I've told several family members
fun.
this is just funny to me, because we both grew up in a household with record players, but you probably were not allowed to touch yours much or use yours much.
Yeah.
My mom taught us how to do the records, because when we would decorate the Christmas tree, we would listen to like Bing Crosby and like Little Drummer Boy and
Right.
like here
Ooh.
comes
Yeah.
Here comes Juancho Claus with the hairy chest. That's Cheech and Chong.
I was gonna say I don't know if I've heard that one.
But so they would teach us how to pick the record up, flip it over, and then start the needle. We weren't allowed to skip songs. So when we pull this thing down, of course we have to test it before we buy it to make sure the needle's intact.
Yeah, Bluetooth worked.
Everyone's
CD
like,
worked.
I don't know, how does it work? And I'm like this. And then they're
Yeah.
like, how do you play a new song? Like that?
Mhm.
And we had this crowd of people. There were like 12 people watching me use the record player because I knowed. I like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, gang. Suddenly, everyone and their brother was super interested in this damn record player. Now that we had it, right?
Yeah, and it had been there for like 5 months, and it's also like it does AM, FM, and it does do Bluetooth too. So it's very
and CD. I grabbed this. I grabbed a CD out of my truck and tested it.
CDs.
Like, yes, I'm the type of man who still has CDs in his truck.
We could have bought Life of a
just the truth.
Showgirl on CD today. I don't want to listen to the song about Travis Kelce's dick.
How much extra would it be though to get it on vinyl?
I don't know.
We'll have to see. That's
I need like a Taylor Swift greatest hits, I think.
Do you really have a song? Sorry. Is this really
Where have you been? Where have you been?
I haven't listened to her new album. I haven't. It's popped up on Spotify, but no, I haven't listened to it.
Was on the podcast?
I haven't watched the podcast recently. It is football season. It's tough to keep all my podcasts in order when I'm watching the Broncos try to lose every game.
I don't want to talk about the Broncos.
No, we're not going. Yeah, it's
that and
we're
the recent Conjuring movie, like about here comparably. Like you'll sit down and watch it, but when you get done, you'll be like, "Dear God, what?"
You're not happy that you sat down and watched it. Like,
wow.
All I'm gonna say, like I said at the beginning of this gig, the Broncos are 8-2, and we're leading the division by quite a few games over the Chiefs. There's a shot that my prediction of Broncos-Niners that I said before the preseason that we were gonna do it. I didn't know it was gonna be ugly, but here we go.
So
Broncos Niners.
he's saying there's a
Whew.
chance.
Man, it really is like a 1 in a million.
Bad
Like
team.
it's rough. Anyway, all right. Yes, Alan Wake. We were talking about Resident
We
Evil.
wrote down our channel notes just so y'all know what we're doing up
Yeah,
here.
that is the show doc. We don't use Google Docs. We use Boogie Board. Like
These things are awesome, by the way.
yeah, they are
tell
great.
you they're for children, and we are giant children, but you need one of these to like make grocery list, anything you want to write down that then you want to clear off later. These things are fucking amazing. Let me just tell
Noisy
you.
face is pissing me off. Clear. I'm just all right. No, we did mention kind of the comparison though with Resident Evil and Alan Wake. The only reason I bring this up is the Resident Evil Requiem February launch. There was a little promo. This might be like the only thing we talked Nintendo about today.
Oh yeah.
But Maggie Robertson, the VA behind Lady D, she came out and did this really cool 30th
She
anniversary
is in my
thing.
Sim series. Maggie, if you're watching, you are a big pivotal part of my Sim series.
Yeah.
You run the school that my teens go
Yes.
to, and whenever you talk like this because I'm not Maggie.
Is it actually Maggie or is it Lady D?
It's Lady D.
Oh, okay.
It's Lady Dimitris, but I mean, come on.
Still a big deal. I know a lot of the Resident Evil like fan community is kind of pissed that they're marketing the hell out of Lady D the way that they are for the 30th anniversary. I'm gonna be real with everyone listening right now.
So here's the
It
thing.
is the purest ass shit that the people glomming onto the hey RE2 makes should have been tank controls.
She's a fan favorite
It's like,
character.
dude, she was and
Just
she was a
like
big character.
Waluigi, and we need more Waluigi shit.
Oh my god.
Okay? So whether or not you're marketing her, she's a great like fan base character. The fans love her. And she's a very talented voice actress. When she was reading her whole spiel for the thing that she did, the only reason I could tell she was reading off a script is because I saw her eyes move like a teleprompter. But it's very hard
She's
to
getting a push too.
read something and not sound autonomous.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know why I
sound
did that. I'm
robotic.
JP all of a sudden.
No, it's
Don't
stop
be
it.
mad at me.
Don't open that door.
Yeah.
There's your 30th anniversary love, okay? There it is. Here's the deal. Like Maggie's gotten a pretty big push. I've seen her in quite a few Call of Duty ads with like Terry Crews and stuff like that.
Oh, those are
which
brilliant.
is awesome.
Those are funny.
She deserves the pushes she got. I do think Capcom kind of regrets making her character not as big in Village. And not in size, but she has a small role to play in that story.
That's speaking of size, that's one of my favorite, well, Taylor Swift song, but that's no.
Size?
I'm kidding. That's one of
Oh,
my,
is that the Travis
the
Kelce
Travis
song?
Kelce did.
It's just titled
Um,
Size.
But it's not. But that's that's one of the mods that I've seen that's my favorite mod, is where every time she shows up, her hat is bigger. It's really fun.
Dude, that's a Scary Movie 3 joke with the cop. Remember Charlie Sheen's talking to the cop and her fucking brim just gets outrageous?
Yep.
Like, good shit. Anyway. Yeah, Resident Evil 9 30th anniversary. Well, Resident Evil as a series 30th anniversary. But they had a lot of cool shit for RE9 coming. A couple of anthology collections. So you got, for Switch 2, you'll have 7, 8, 9 all launching the same day in like a kind of a volume collection. But then they have the remake. So RE2, 3, and 4 make also in an anthology. I thought that for PS5.
Yeah.
Both of those.
They had a really,
very
I don't know if it's still going on, but they had a really good Humble Bundle too.
For
Resident Evil. Really good Humble Bundle.
If y'all need to catch up on Resi, like now is the time. They're really loving on it. And Grace, I guess, is coming to Fortnite, but only if you do the Requiem. Yeah, through the Epic Store.
You have to buy through Epic.
Yeah. So that sucks. Just make her available everywhere. I just we'll talk about Fortnite in a few, because I just went through a grind for a certain loving individual. Right? Yeah, we'll get into that. See, there's a lot more shit that's
we didn't even write any of this down.
Yes.
We're on like
now we're
0.2.
going, all right?
We're on like 0.2 of 8.
Yeah,
None of this is written
Yeah,
down.
we're 2 months behind. This is what
Fine.
happens when you don't like write a script and you just grab a beer and have a good time. But yeah, Grace coming to Fortnite is really cool. I'd like to see them bring back. They did have Resident Evil skins for Chris, Jill,
Oh yeah, we don't
Leon,
have any
and
of those.
Claire. I want them to bring those back so that I can get them. And then, yes, heavy bias is not Resident Evil related at all. I just want the Alan Wake skin to come back so that I can get him and add him to my list.
What does he come with his own emotes? John Cena comes with this emote?
I don't think he does, but I know what emote you're thinking of, and there's actually a dude on Twitter. I've shared his post every single day. He puts the same post out. Day number increase.
Mm-hmm.
That I request Herald of Darkness to be added as a jam track, and the Herald of Darkness dance emote to be added to Fortnite. 100, bro. I'm there with you. I Clone Hero tracked down the Herald of Darkness to be able to play it on the Les Paul. It's a blast. It's one of the coolest songs I've listened to in a really, really long time. And yeah, I could geek out about the old Gods of Asgard and that song, but we got to keep it on track. Resident Evil had more stuff. They're doing a huge push for the Switch. They have a cool controller coming out, one of the Pro Series that looks like a bunch of newspaper clippings surrounding like the destruction of Raccoon City. There is also a steelbook floating around.
Yeah.
With kind of the same newspapery and then like a gun on it. So it's like, man, stop tempting me, Nintendo. Anyway. Yeah. All right. I'm done with Resident Evil, I swear. Until like 5 minutes from now. All right. Show Doc, this see, we don't do behind the scenes here. What you get is what you get. Because I'll edit this later. And I'll be like, nope, keeping it in. All right. Yeah. Okay. Guys, it's been a long time. Like I said, there's a whole month we didn't even talk about. But we've got some pickups. We've got some stuff that we have procured over a month.
Besides our record player?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We got the snazzy new monitor.
We did. An external monitor. It's in the office. So unplugging it and running it out and everything would be a little bit tougher because it is, connected with like 4 or 5 different game
monitor
systems.
Footage in post.
Yeah. Edit this, future me. But there is something I can get that's a lot easier to obtain.
Okay.
So
you do that, I'll talk about my find.
Okay.
So this monitor that we got is a monitor that you can buy. And you can also buy a graft kit to put it on a console. So you can have your console, and you can have your monitor on the top, so that your console is its own like television, basically. And that's really, really cool. We had no idea that they sold these kits, and now it has us looking for, like one for the PS5 Pro and one for your Xbox. But everything is this can is an Xbox, according to Xbox.
And this pillow, yeah. Yeah. Did you just say Xbox?
I did say Xbox.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, yes, the external monitor thing for like the for the consoles, those are awesome.
We'll put a link to that site in the description. Yeah. Actually, Devin will do that because he edits all our COVID.
That's how I do it. But yeah, this was another procure. This is another pawn shop procure. We are now in possession of a PlayStation Portal, which recently had an incredible update where you do not even require a PlayStation 5 to play games from your library anymore, as long as you're willing to play within the PS Plus premium
we had just
subscription.
canceled all of our subscription services as far as gaming goes, and we'll talk about that as well.
Yep.
But
were you
this got us re-upped, and I mean, I'm interested. So first of all, if you have PS Plus, As Dusk Falls, you have to play it. It's amazing. I have a video coming out in a few weeks talking about the game and what makes it different to other narrative games, and just the style of the game. The whole retroscope style is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's wonderful. You have to play it. But the thing that I was interested in checking out is Until Dawn, as one of the first games that made its appearance on my channel.
Yeah.
And I haven't played the PS5 one, and I do want to see what the hubbub is about a little bit, so I might take that for a spin.
Oh, yeah. And,
while we have our PS Plus.
Yeah, when I re-upped the Plus to test this update happened a couple days ago. At the time of recording this video, anyway. And I was like, you could drive how does Sea of Stars stream, or how does Chrono Cross? No, how does Resident Evil 4 Remake stream? A game that might actually make a stream's quality sweat a little bit. And my save was loaded at the end of the game where you're jet skiing through a bunch of explosions. I was like, now that's a showcase. RE4? No, this was Remake.
That's in Remake?
Yeah. Remake is... It's so faithful to the original. You're going to have to play all the way through it one day. But anyway, boom, dude. It streams so well. I've got B-roll for it still. I'll be able to actually show. I had the portal going. Had my little cell phone. You get creative. Had my cell phone kind of going like, bro, this is so cool. And I was like, I know cell phone. Anyway. As I digress, yeah, that update is awesome. The PS Plus editions have actually been pretty cool too. Talked at length about Resident Evil, but RE2 and 3, the originals, came to it. Legacy of Kain. Mm-hmm. All of those games came to it. So there's on the premium sub, especially if you have a portal. Check some shit out, man.
That's a great segue because, so let's talk about that. So how much is PS Plus Premium, Devin?
$17.
Oh,
I think it's $17.99.
Is Game Pass?
$30.
Here's the thing with that. Nope. Now, I had considered canceling it before the price increase because I hadn't played a game on it in about a month. Yeah. And that's just my personal preference. And I actually play that a lot more than he does because I'm into a lot of the more indies.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Outside of Sea of Stars, I was way more
if I'm not using something for 3 or 4 months and it's $20, I'm going to cancel it. Not, just because things are expensive, but that's, at that point I could have bought a new game. So when you're going to charge me $30 a month, unless I'm going to get a brand new game that cost $60 to $80 and beat it in like 3 months,
your value
it's not worth it. And I have a ROG.
Yeah. Well, and you, so, okay, when we specify the ROG, we have a regular ROG. We don't have Microsoft didn't send us like an Xbox ROG, and we're not really in the market. Let's face it, I'll be honest. I don't have $1,000 that I feel like shelling out to that handheld.
And that's the other thing.
We've already got a ROG.
The hardware that's in mine, it does the exact same thing that the $1,000 one does.
Yeah.
Because the dashboard is there. It works.
Yeah.
But it is weird because it is Windows, so you do have to, you got to launch the Xbox app separate from the Steam app, separate from the Epic app, even if you install and download the game. What I will say, though, that I didn't know, at least for the game I'm playing on Steam, that I was delightfully surprised about, is I could play it on Steam on my ROG and then go play it on a completely different PC through Steam, and it saved my save. Yeah. And that was really cool. I expect Xbox to, but I didn't expect Steam to, so if you're wondring... at least that game worked for me. It's a 2 Point Campus. I don't know about other games, but that game did.
Oh no, that's you as a deck guy, as a Steam Deck user. Oh yeah, your games are cross progression. It doesn't matter. Like if you're playing on the deck and then you switch to the Beast Machine, don't worry, your save carries over. Now, if you're emulating or something like that, it might not carry over because that's not stored within Steam's database. That's stored like on your hard drive or SSD or whatever. So you got to do a little legwork for that. I have a couple of memory cards, if you will, floating around. Um, come here.
Our dog can't figure out how to get over. He's
Come here.
terrified of cords.
Hey,
He's
come here.
terrified of everything lately. I don't know what his deal. He's trying to figure it out.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What'd you do?
All right, now I think we're still live. We're still here. Welcome, welcome, Dante.
I'm gonna go back.
Yep. Well, he's gone now, but he hi-byed us. The Button Mash
Here we go.
Mug Smash podcast.
There's your baby.
Dante. He is of the finest stock. Yes, he is named after the legendary Demon Hunter. I don't think that question even really needed to be thought of, but I know some of you guys thought of it, so yeah. But yeah, to the sub conversation specifically is like, it's really hard, and we have it in our docs, so we might as well kind of talk about some of the gaming news stuff on the Xbox.
There's a lot of gaming news, you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna scratch the surface.
Yeah.
of the 100-foot iceberg.
No kidding. Yeah, and I mean it's rough on the Xbox side. I've been an achievement hunter for as long as achievements have been a thing. I used to go under Hulk Hogan's Hero, playing Halo 2, getting my ass kicked in Team SWAT. So I've been there for a long time, and just this kind of direction, this discussion about premium consoles announcing $1,000 handheld, rumors about a $1,200 to $1,500 home console. It's rough. Like it's rough to just kind of see how tone deaf Xbox has gotten, and I know why. Because it's not a Team Xbox move. It's a Microsoft move. You know, not to get too into the nitty gritty, but Satya Nadella's been in the room for a long time, and now Amy Hood's calling him for 30% price or profit margins rather. It's stuff like that that's really put them in a tough spot. And when we're talking about the comparison, like, I don't even put Nintendo subscription in here because if I did, Nintendo would just destroy them both.
Sneezing.
But if you look at PS Plus and then you look at Xbox Game Pass had and still does have a boatload of first parties.
Right.
But after you've had, like, if you've had Game Pass for a long time and you've actually, like, put the miles on it, you start to notice, okay, there's putting games on here that are like $20. Like Bluey, the game. Not to slam Bluey, calm down. The Bluey fandom about to come get me. Like,
I'm just saying,
for $30 a month,
one of us has the full completion in that, and the other doesn't. So
yeah,
you go play some games that keep you uppy and shut your mouth.
One of us is sitting on 200 platinum trophies. Like, oh yeah,
I can't see it that far. Hi, Dante.
platinum trophy patch. Yeah, my battle vest is slowly getting upgraded. That was another bit of some pickups. Got some neat patches and such. But yeah, gaming stuff. We got a few retro games. Got like Bulletstorm, and we've continued our onslaught of collecting Rock Band.
Yeah,
and
here's
Guitar Hero.
here's what I will say. If you're interested in getting a ROG in any shape or form, an older one, a newer one, it ties hand in hand with this Game Pass price increase. If you're somebody who plays a lot on Game Pass, like our nephew's a Call of Duty guy, You know, something like that where you're gonna put a lot of hours, a lot of stuff into it, that might be worth your $30 a month.
Yeah.
If you're going to, you know, be like me and play, you know, one or two games, like I really want to play Mixtape. Mixtape to buy is $30. So am I gonna sub just for that month if that's all I want to play? No, I'm gonna buy Mixtape.
Yeah.
If there's 2 or 3 games, but then your also becomes your time and truly what are you going to get through in that time. And that, you know, just the price increase there for the value of how I use things is another reason why I will be abstaining from buying in 2026.
Woo! Yeah, that's another conversation piece. Because actually, I think this again, we said we wanted to go a little lighter on the news. We talked about like the PS Portal
well,
update.
There's other things to talk about.
Then the Xbox stuff. There's not too much on the Nintendo front outside of them being stupid with a lawsuit.
A lot of things on the Nintendo side.
But yeah, I mean, we can go into
the only other thing we had to hit on is not you. Hold that.
Oh. The cracked drum set?
Because I gotta pull this out.
Oh,
whenever we're
that's
talking
right.
Sims,
that's right.
I gotta pull it out. Okay, so here's not in a dirty way, guys. Get your mind out the gutter.
Gotta whip out her plumb bob.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you're living under a rock, EA was acquired.
Yep.
The company was bought. I'm not gonna go into too much detail of this because I know like the basics, but I don't. My dog is itching his ear on the couch. I don't know enough to be an educated conversationalist. What I will say is I love The Sims. I really do. It is heartbreaking for me to see many of the creators that have inspired me to do what I do on YouTube leave the creator network. At the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy and what you feel is best.
Right.
And how I feel with that is I've already said that I'm going to abstain from purchasing any other games in 2026, and that does mean expansion packs for The Sims.
Oh, no DLC even.
The other thing, too, with that is I've always been a channel that has a lot of variety. I am making a shift to be more Sims heavy, but it's with things that I have. I'm there because it allows me a creator voice.
Yeah.
And it allows me a creator space. Again, I don't know enough about the acquisition to be... Acquisitions
like
always worry you. When you've worked in a customer service perspective, there's a lot of how much is my job going to change? Am I going to get laid off? Things like that. So that it is worrisome in a lot of facets. But it's not enough for me to not play The Sims.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Well, and yeah, it's at the end of the day, it is sad to see because, you know, it's players in any kind of player funnel, especially big ones. Like it would be like if you saw like Markiplier never play Five Nights at Freddy's again.
Right. That is kind of what it feels like.
Yeah, some of these people have been rooted in like some of these people have changed the way that you play The Sims.
Yes.
Like it, you know, one of the bigger creators out there has made like a community mod challenge that everyone does.
Yes.
And like to have that kind of a player leave the space.
Community mod challenges. Yeah. We're talking about Little Cynthia, if you don't know who that is.
Yeah, we just don't want to throw like Markiplier. Everyone knows who Markiplier is. For the sake of like privacy or something, I wanted to be a little anonymous just in case where she's made her decision to go on to other content.
She's been public about that, so...
Okay, well that's fair. Okay.
But
like, I wasn't sure.
Fun fact, before we segue into the next topic, we both have favorite Simmer YouTubers, and they're different. Yours is Dr. Gluon.
Oh yeah,
Loves Dr.
the
Gluon.
Simpsons little
Mine is
spoof
Kelsey and
won me
PTK.
over. Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Gluon is hilarious.
Yeah, he's and you'll get me with the Simpsons. We talked a little bit earlier, but I have kind of an unhealthy love for the Simpsons. And it's awesome. But yet those kind of industry shifts like what you're dealing with the Sims right now is a lot of what I'm dealing with Xbox. It's frustrating to even talk about and to think about how that dynamic is changing and everything. And sure, it does come off a little shillish when you're talking about comparing to like what everyone else is doing on the other side. You know, we did that side by side comp with Game Pass and PS Plus, and like Plus still has room to grow. It's not like you got all your first party. Like you can't just go on PS Plus Premium and go to the Yote.
And so does Xbox,
so,
because they did say that with the price increase, you're gonna see what did they say? 43 new games in a year.
Oh yeah, they were talking real big.
My question is, what are the games? Is it gonna be something that's coming out that's new like Resident Evil, or is it going to be the Grinch game that's there now? It's a game. Yeah. I'm not saying that one is better than. I'm saying one of these things is not like the other.
Well, I agree with that. And that's some of it. The biggest question in that arena would be, how many are first party?
Right.
Because Microsoft now owns a lot of studios. And how many of those are going to be first party, but they're also going to like be heavier hitters. Like one of the absolute best Game Pass games that came out last year. Not even counting this year with Expedition 33 or anything, or that one was just a knockout one. But last year, ass end of the year, Indiana Jones. That game is superb. And God, dude, if you had a cadence like that, where you could be, oh no, we're going to get our first party, you're going to get 10 Bigfoot. Dude, could you imagine 10 first party giant games in a year? Then yeah, it makes sense. You'd get your Call of Duty every year for the community playing it, right? You'd get maybe a big game from id or Bethesda or something like that. I personally don't want to like push id and Bethesda into a yearly quota, because id Software, y'all are the like second best in the industry. I don't know what you guys do over there, but dude, Doom Eternal, Doom the Dark Ages, please keep doing it. No games run like those. Every game that comes out has some kind of bug or something. They got Doom Eternal running on a Switch.
Yeah, Doom the Dark Ages was fun. Again, not my cup of tea, but I did play it for our June competition.
Yes.
And I had fun with the time I spent with it. So.
But yeah, we'll see what they do. It's a big promise. And I mean, they're closing a lot of projects. Really made me mad about Perfect Dark. That one
very sad.
Pissed me off. But yeah, it's exactly what you're saying with The Sims, though. It's like, it's scary. You don't know what the future holds for one of your favorite IPs and stuff. And you know what? When Resident Evil 7 got revealed, and it was first person, and it didn't look like Resident Evil at all, I remember saying to my mom, I was like, man, this looks kind of like Silent Hill. And then it had Biohazard 7 at the end of the trailer at E3, and I was like, that does not look like in any way, shape, or form a Resident Evil game. I was nervous as all hell that they tried to, we're going to go Fatal Frame or go Silent Hill and abandon what makes Resident Evil. And at the start of that game, it did feel like that. About the time you get into your first Roosk with Jack, it felt like Resident Evil again. You had the formula, you had everything going on, and it was, okay, no, the magic's still here. This is Resident Evil still doing its thing. So I 100% get it. The one thing I will say is I think they jumped. Like, you don't know what's going to happen with this acquisition, this buyout and stuff, what the status of the Sims is.
Yes.
And I don't, maybe you're trying to get ahead of it, but there may be a little bit of regret in that.
My biggest thing
maybe?
with the decisions that are happening is there are creators that I'm always going to love and support because not just because they play The Sims, because I like their personalities. I truly feel that if Kelsey and Peachy K and I were going to go out to lunch, we'd have a lot to talk about and not just about The Sims.
Yeah.
Dr. Gluon is hilarious. I love him. He has a lot of the same humor, cadence, and things that I do that are just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So again, people that I feel, are going to be there as a staple that you watch no matter what. What I will say though is, if you want to do other content, do other content. Do what you want to do at the end of the day, because it's your job, it's your channel. Put some feelers out there.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be your push now just because of the state of EA. I think it should be a push because you want to, not because you feel you have to.
I agree.
But that's just my 2 cents.
That's
not
fair.
Jay's 2 cents.
That's fair. No, Jay. Not your 2 cents. But I will say to all of those Sims creators, since you're branching out, go play Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, maybe play some. Cool. I would watch Kelsey jam Resident Evil.
Oh yeah,
oh my god,
Evil 9.
That'd be so funny.
Could you imagine Dr. Gluon on Resident Evil 9?
Oh my gosh, Dr. Gluon.
Like, we haven't even played RE9, but it would be fun.
Dr. Gluon needs to play Alan Wake. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Dude, Alan Wake,
hilarious.
Woo. It's I can't glaze
Dr.
that game
Gluon,
enough.
me and you, Deathground. I'll email you. My people will call your people, and by that I mean Devin.
I was gonna say my people. It's like, here, let me have my cell phone to the dog.
A lot of them do have here's my business email for business inquiries.
Yeah.
Please, Deathground.
Oh, it makes
noisy face.
It makes sense. Once you get that big, you get fail safes and such.
For sure.
But yeah, it would be funny to see some of the Sims people just go completely different. I'm sure a lot of them are gonna go to world builders, maybe Jurassic Park or Stardew Valley or something like that. But to see Little Simsy, one of the biggest simmers out there, go and play for Final Fantasy. Just something completely different.
I would
right?
love to see
that would be fun.
Little Simsy play some of these puzzle cozy games. So Little to the Left. Or from the same company that made the sticker book, Bloomtail, Tiny Bookshop, things like that. I would love to see that, Bear and Breakfast.
So what about? Okay, this is gonna be an awesome segue. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god, he's like Linus with this awesome segue." What about? We're talking about these Sims community people trying different stuff, and maybe collabing, right? Imagine, if you will, two of your simmers of maybe completely different styles, Gluon or Kelsey or something like that, teaming up for Split Fiction.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, that's a great idea, honestly.
Yeah, and that is a segue because that was one of our acquisitions.
Yeah,
that we didn't discuss.
Okay, so we bought that. Sorry, I'm really sure. Okay, this has nothing to do with anything. But you can see how when Devin sits down on the couch and leans all the way back, his knees go over. These are my feet.
Yeah.
Here are my knees. Yeah. And so when my dog walks by, and I'm as far back as you. Our dog, whenever he walks by, hits my feet because it's a little. Anyways, so we had picked up Split Fiction. At a discounted price at Games Ahoy. We were waiting on it, but we had some credit that we wanted to use.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. We played it after our dog passed away. We were really struggle busing, having a hard hit of depression on both sides, and we said, let's think about something else. Let's get our minds off it. Let's play it together. And from the second we put it in, and we played all day. We played for like 7 hours with breaks.
Yeah.
There's still a huge chunk of game
we
left
still
to
haven't
play.
beaten the game.
And from start to finish, like, we couldn't stop smiling.
Yeah.
It is so smart. It is so well done.
Yeah, I want to give just all of the props in the world to Josef Ferris and the team at Hazelight. Like, that game, no joke, you guys. Like she said, it was in a really rough time. We didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Either, and it was an opportunity where we both needed to pick ourselves up, and I think that's something that Hazelight does that nobody else does. Like, and this is harking back to like 2009, where 2-man co-op games were big.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's not. Nowadays you can, most people aren't even playing a campaign outside of Halo, but we can talk about that in a little bit.
Is this does it in a way that it can either be couch co-op or it can be online.
Yeah, you can do online.
That's amazing. The other thing that's amazing about it is it's levels within levels. So you can play one whole level out and complete the story, and you probably could have completed the story in the amount of time that we spent with it.
Yeah.
We played one bonus level, just, what's this? Let's go in here. And it was a bonus level, and we were, like, hooked. The bonus levels are, like, their own little games. And everyone is so creative and so interesting, and what It Takes Two started with, of the puzzle mechanics of you can play the entirety of It Takes Two with 2 separate controllers by yourself and get all the trophies.
Yeah.
I will say, for Split Fiction, there's no way.
No, I don't
there
think
is
you can.
no way.
What I will say as well as I haven't played the first one, is it Prison? It's not Prison Break. Great.
I have played that with my nephew, and it was really funny because it was when I first met my nephew. So my nephew was 8 or 9, and he put it in and he said, "Will you play this with me?" And then you get a naked man's butt. And I was like, "Is that why you wanted me to play this? Because there's do we see it? Like, is he gonna turn around?" And my nephew's like, "No, I didn't know. I forgot that was in there."
I had to turn nudity off on Alan Wake 2, by the way, guys.
It was fun.
No dude butts.
But I don't think that game, even if I were to sit him down now that he's 13, 14, we would bond more over Split Fiction than we would that game. And it's not just the plot, it's the mechanics.
Yeah.
You really have to work together as a team. And different gamers have different skills. I've come a long way. That's another thing it has shown me. It's how far I've come. But just how much we have to, when you're solving grid puzzles and you have to slide things certain ways, and you're, trying to zoom out on the grid and get the grid, and I'm saying, well, run it. If you're not sure, run with your character and go, oh, and it took me running different paths for you to go, wait, I got it.
Yeah, very Zelda Ice Caverns, that puzzle that we're talking about. I would imagine a lot of people have played Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Well, I'm going to put my dog outside, like a responsible dog owner.
Snabba Sam. My poor beer isn't making it, but yeah, the game itself, it does have a puzzle that's like right out of Zelda Ocarina of Time, so it harkened back a little bit to the childhood. That game still to this day just a superb experience. But what I did like about Split Fiction though was the just the overall difference in feel, and not just like mechanically or narratively, but I think I guess maybe it was mechanically, straight down to gameplay. It's not even close to It Takes Two. It Takes Two is the type of game that you play with somebody who is maybe new to video games, whereas Split Fiction is the type of game that you play where both parties are very familiar with video games. And I think that's kind of what Noisy was alluding to as well, is that had she started playing games with Split Fiction with me, oh, it wouldn't have worked.
There's no way.
It wouldn't have worked.
You would have had to wait
It
for
Takes
me
Two to get
every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
To jump, to move, to strategize a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Yeah, you needed It Takes Two to get there. And that's the thing, is that It Takes Two is great. Like, if you are together and you have a spouse who doesn't play a lot of games, It Takes Two is perfect for that. It really is so well done.
No comment on anyone's relationship, because I don't know your relationship and I don't know you, but if you are playing with a non-gamer, you better have the patience of a saint. That is all I will say.
No, right now it isn't.
Speaking of co-op games, which I'm gonna hear you say I already know anything you're gonna say this game, and it's not co-op, and I don't know why I'm talking like this all of a sudden, but apparently
Harley Quinn has entered the chat.
Apparently that's the thing that you say. Listen, this is not a co-op game. Anyway,
wanna know how I played co-op?
So we were playing Astrobot. We had purchased it a while ago. We hadn't picked it up yet, and again, we're just sitting around, do we watch a movie? Do we do this? Do we do that? Well, let's boot up Astrobot, and we'll take turns playing the levels.
Dude.
Number one, that game has a magnanimous scope. $3 words. Yeah. But, so first of all, let's backtrack, rewind. Our TV wasn't, when we hooked the computer up to this television that we're looking at right now, the sound wasn't coming through, and the game we chose to figure out how to troubleshoot the sound to have running in the background was Astrobot.
Astrobot. That's how we started playing this game.
From the second the sound kicked on, and it was like, however it goes.
Astrobot.
Astrobot. Yeah, we were like, dude, this is great.
So fucking good.
And while I'm talking about this, we'll have to go grab another acquisition here in a moment. I don't know where you put it, but anyway.
Do your thing.
It's amazing. It's such a fun platformer from the second you start. Let me just tell you, I don't care if your kid is 4 and never Mario'd. I don't care if you're 40 and you've Mario'd plenty. It's amazing. It's accessible for everyone in the family. And then if you need to go back and use the bird to find some things, that's also fine.
Okay. We have an Astro in our...
Astrobot.
He is taking care.
Hold your controller. He is Astrobot. So
and it really does make me want an Astrobot controller.
It's really fun. It's really creative. And another thing that I will say is, if you want the true performance of what this controller can do with haptics,
oh god,
wow,
yeah,
I was blown away. From when you start and you pick up somebody and they jump on one side of because your glider that comes out of your ship is a controller. Mm-hmm. And so when somebody jumps on this side of the controller, or all the little dudes are in the middle and they shift, you'll be holding your controller like this so you can feel the weight of it shift. It's amazing. I understand now why it won Game of the Year. When it won Game of the Year, I was like, well, this has got to be... Usually family-friendly games don't win that.
What did it get pinned against? I can't really remember. 2024. I think Stellar Blade was probably there. Indiana Jones was too late, because if Indiana Jones had come out earlier, I promise you it would have won Game of the Year.
I do not recall.
Holy shit, Indiana Jones.
Holy shit, Dr. Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Short round. I'm with you. Hey, short round. See, she's short. Anyway.
That's a little.
Yeah, Astrobot, it evoked the same thing when I finally kind of jumped and got Mario Wonder. It had that just, you're playing it and you just can't stop smiling. It's just so much fun. And it's not like smile like, hey, I'm gonna murder you. No, it's like, dude, it's fun. It's just, and that's what video games need to really go back to, is focus on the fun.
The recent Katamari, So I had no idea that you had never Katamari. You'd never rolled a Katamari.
No.
Because he's like, what do I do? And then
No
he's
idea how
rolling
to play
around the
that
level,
game.
and I get the level, and I'm doing like, the double stick jump, and he's like, what? One of the few instances that I can like outshine someone in a game, but new Katamari, the second it's everything you'd want from a Katamari. I didn't feel that to a T was the same. I spent a lot of time with Tuati in June, and it was a very interesting experience. And I will leave it at that. It was not a smiling from start to finish Katamari for me.
That's
but
a drag. Well, and that's a good, just Astrobot in general, and Mario Wonder, and the session game. I've been dealing with this a lot lately with Rock Band, Guitar Hero. I've already shown off the Les Paul. Yes, there's like 2 other Les Pauls that I want. They unveiled the drum set the other day. Like,
where's my new game, Cracked?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Cracked and Red Octane, guys. Anytime you want to update us on that new game, because
damn, if you're watching, anytime you want a guitar battle in Fortnite.
Oh my dude, he would kill me. He would kill me. Like, but yeah, the cracked drum set, man. That reveal was awesome because it does. Speaking of Fortnite, set the table for like a drum pro mode on Fortnite Festival where you can finally tap the cans.
I want vocals in Fortnite, not controller buttons.
I agree. I agree.
Want microphone vocals.
It's fun to see a company like really leaning into that and respecting it, and it's the fact that so much of the rhythm gaming initiative from Cracked and now Red Octane kind of getting their feet back in is so community driven. You have guys like Asai, you have Wild Moose, you got these dudes out here who have just never stopped loving Five Fret and never stopped playing Rock Band, and these guys got MIDI switches on their electric drum sets so that they can play Rock Band on a drum kit, like an actual kit in their house. Like, that kind of stuff, it's not just the technical aspect, but it's what we've found, or maybe I'm not speaking for you, I'm speaking for myself, but like what we found with Guitar Hero Rock Band was just the power of that type of game. And that's what I mean when I say a session game, is you can pick up a Mario Kart, an Astrobot, a Rock Band, a Fortnite, and just have a fun night for a couple hours. What I will say about Rock Band is put it down.
Invite your gamer friends and your non-gamer friends, because you'll be surprised to harboring hidden talents in Rock Band. One of my work friends came over, and he is ex-military. Thank you for your service if you have served or are currently serving.
Yep. Always, man.
He is very straight-laced, very stoic, if you will. He comes over to our house. He is geeking out because he's all things nerd, and then not only picks up a guitar and plays things great, but then gets on vocals, and it's just, where has this been? I've known you for 2 years, and I don't know where this has been. So,
one even from us who are well versed in this whole gig, like, one of the biggest appeals, I've mentioned on and off Fortnite a bit, because I was late to the Fortnite game, and I don't play the Battle Royale. I haven't messed with Lego or something. I play
Fortnite Festival could use a little tweaking. And what I mean by that is, when you pick lead guitar, if it's a keytar, please show me, because that's a lot more notes. So there's little nuances that it could use tweaking wise. What I do like is that you get new songs every week. I do like that. Yeah. I do like the cycle method.
Well, and that's what I was going to go into. It's like, if you want to have a song forever, right, or in your library or something, you can buy it, use your V-Bucks and get it. But for me, where I am stemmed in 80s rock and roll, like, that's where I start. That's just how it goes. Like, Maiden, Metallica, like, it's... Kiss.
But didn't know
Like,
Rock of Ages the other day.
but yeah, I got thrown by a verse. It happens. Like, but 90s, oddies, I'm good with that too. Disturbed, Korn, early Dream Theater, Rush, all kinds of stuff, right? But then you start getting into a lot of newer stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. Well, being able to hop on the festival with a lot of newer stuff and to play a tab for it, whether it's guitar, bass, guitar, or whatever, it does that too. So even if you're well versed in 5 fret or anything like that, you can come in and play modern music and have fun.
You know the song Beggin'. It's not a song that you would inherently listen to. You're not a kind of like bluesy guy, and then this is a newer song, and then you get the guitar and you're like, this song slaps.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. And then you still get Britney Spears because we all love Britney. Like, come on now.
Who doesn't love Britney? If you don't love Britney, we can't be friends.
Yep. And the only bit of sad news surrounding rhythm gaming, Rock Band 4 closed its doors.
I know, that's crazy.
We had a final run through, grabbed some songs that we wanted, because we regularly do this. We'll either play Fortnite or we'll get on Rock Band and stuff. And it was sad to see that actually close out, so you can't get Rock Band 4 anymore. Oh, God, that's... Just saying it again, it just sucks. Like, because...
It does suck.
Gaming preservation in general is struggling right now.
Talking about Rock Band and retro rock bands, we ran into this recently, and I will not name the name of the store because I'm still salty about it. Buy them somewhere where you know you can take them back if you need to.
Oh,
because we bought an unopened, unused copy of Lego Rock Band. We put it in. It would not boot. We took it back to the place that we bought it from, and they would not take it due to copyright. I don't know what that means. Working in customer service, I'm very salty. It was $20. Anyways.
It was a drag, too, because it was Lego Rock Band, which is one we've been looking for.
So if I had taken it back to a different retailer, then I could have returned it or exchanged it, or, they give you a certain amount to try, a certain amount of days. And if you try it within that time frame and bring it back, they're going to honor your store credit
they'll be able
or
to
give you another copy if they have it. So just make sure you ask when you buy those kind of things.
So much of that.
That's all that I will say.
And that's kind of what I was alluding to with gaming preservation is so much of buying the classics seems to be buyer beware. Mm-hmm. And it's because pretty much everything's used. They're not putting out PS3 games in production. Like, we're on PS5 Pro looking at PS6 down the line, right?
Right.
So it is tough, like, because we've gotten bit by Band Hero as well, where we had to get more than one copy of Band Hero.
That was only $5.
That's true.
And we were able to get a different copy. We need our Tay Tay, okay? We bought it, and I still haven't sang Tay Tay.
Yeah, I feel bad that he called me out for not listening to her new album, but I'll get it on vinyl. It'll be fine. Like, no, jokes aside, like, just the main topic being, like, dude, just the power of a session game. I've talked about this in a video as well. It's just, Fortnite really, really did it. I was like, I get it. Like, because I'm not really I had my sweaty days with Mario Kart and Gears of War and everything, and I was in Gears of War. You didn't wanna. You could 5v1 me, and I could still make you sweat. Like, I was pretty rough in those days, and I'm just past that. Like, it's sure I like to compete a little bit. Like, if we did Guitar Hero 3 competing against each other, sure, I'll be like, okay, let's go, get a little spirited, but nowadays I'm more cooperative, and that's what makes a game like Split Fiction fun. Or if you do sit down and do it the old way, the way me and my sister did it when we were kids, and you die, hand the controller off.
Or we were
and you
like,
keep
okay,
going around
whoever
and going
starts
around,
this level, the next person gets to start the next level.
Yeah.
And things like that. So
yeah, definitely try Astrobot. And if you do have a +1 of any kind, say you got a friend that you just like to boost gamer score with,
Yeah.
play Astrobot. Like,
For sure.
like
it's really fun.
it's really cool. But yeah, that's those kind of games in general are just they're fantastic, and it's, as players, but also as an industry, there needs to be more emphasis on that, on not just player freedom, but just fun. Because I mean, like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you can do anything in it, and I'm sure there's some fun to be had. Making like giant flamethrower robots or something like that. But like,
I think there needs to be more of a
yeah,
focus on making what you want and not expecting it to be the next big thing
yeah,
and live up to these huge expectations. And the reason is because, if you take me, I'm going to be 43 in February. And then I'm going to, like need a walker and things like that cuz I'm going to be old. But
put you in a wheelchair with rockets.
if you take, where I came in just in movies in general. So you have Son-in-Law. 2-3 years ago, nobody knew what Son-in-Law was, and now everyone's like, "Dude, how have we missed this movie? It's a cult classic."
Goofy movie,
the
bro.
Goofy movie with the
Goofy
anniversary of it
movie.
coming out, and realizing just how far that reached.
Yeah.
If something is beloved by many people, it will get there, and maybe not
Yeah.
in the space that you want it to be, but in a space.
But best example of that in the video game space is everyone wants to be Ocarina of Time. Seriously, everyone wants their game to be that impactful that no matter who you ask, no matter if you've beaten it or not, everyone knows that that game set a standard for what video games were going to be. It set a standard for storytelling. It set a standard for mechanics, performance, the whole nine. Then right after that, you have the next Zelda game being Majora's Mask.
Right.
Which
That's
a lot of
my
people,
favorite Zelda.
Exactly. A lot of people in this day and age should be like, well, that's just an Ocarina of Time asset flip, didn't it? It hit with a lot of people, and it's had quite the resurgence. Even with when it re-released on 3DS and stuff, you really got to find out like, oh no, this is a bigger audience.
See, the game
nowadays,
go Ocarina. The game I think of that made waves was OG Halo.
Mm-hmm.
The first Halo.
I agree.
You would never. I mean, you'd seen games like that, but never like that. And then the story
console
of OG Halo was absolutely amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's another one. You want to talk about
Halo
co-op?
Combat Evolved.
You want to talk about co-op and OG Halo.
Or Halo 2 and 3, bro.
If you're looking for games to play as a couple, whatever your couple preference is, whether you're, are like, we're hetero or like whatever your preference is, whoever your couple mate is.
Yeah. Your spouse.
Your partner, your spouse, significant other.
Yeah.
However you want to call it. You sit down with them
Player
and you
2.
play OG Halo. And I guarantee whoever is playing with you is going to get sucked into the story. It's so good. Because I myself did, and I wasn't even a gamer at the time.
Halo, like, and this is great, because Halo just got, and I know a lot of people, oh my god, it's a remake that's being made by 343, so it's going to suck. It's literally the remake of Halo 1, and it is coming everywhere. It's going to be releasing on... it's a Unreal Engine 5 game, so there's going to be some ticks and quirks that need to be worked out. Hello, Oblivion, I'm looking at you. Like, but the idea that we're able to have this discussion right now...
Yeah.
And that's not... What's that, 2026? That's good.
Yeah,
that's coming soon. Like, so even if you don't want to go blow whatever you have to blow on an original Xbox, a couple of big-ass dukes that are bigger than my head, like... and playing Halo Combat Evolved, or if you have like a series and doing Master Chief Collection, if you want kind of a reimagining what it's expected to be, and it does look good, in that realm, and is supposed to have up to 4-player campaign co-op, which Halo never had. Dude, Halo's getting a remake. Halo
Right.
Combat Evolved. And that series, at least 1, 2, and 3, I didn't play co-op for 4, Infinite, or 5, but 1, 2, and 3, those are some of the greatest co-op games you'll ever
So,
play, especially Halo 3.
this leads us
That
into
one.
another
Woo!
segue. Here we go.
From our sponsor. No, Linus.
Does the Halo remake make your Santa's list?
Oh.
So
Okay.
it's Christmas morning. You wake up.
Wow.
You have a stocking. And you can get 3 things in that stocking from Santa.
Any things, or do they have to be just
It's
video
magical.
games?
Have you ever watched the Santa Claus?
Uh,
That's my favorite Santa movie. What's your favorite
well,
Santa
hold
movie?
up.
Let us know in the comments below.
Hold up.
Oh,
Specifically video games. We talk about the 2026 freeze that's going on. This literally, we are riding on our library.
mm-hmm.
Whatever you buy up through December 2025, and whatever you have up to this conversation right now, that's what you get. So when I experience amazingly epic games, I told you I was going to talk about this earlier, like Legend of Legaia 2 on the PS2, and just blow the doors off of the standard for what JRPGs were supposed to be, and sure, they evolved into something cool nonetheless. FF10, I see you, girl. Like, bro, like, that's a game that's been in my library forever. And that's what 2025 is going to be able to bring. It's like, oh man, I could replay Resident Evil 1 so many times, and I probably will. But there's going to be some new stuff in there. Now, Santa's list. This is like, either Santa hooks you up, or is it like, this would break that rule where you would just succumb to, oh, this is a must-buy game.
Well, you're not buying games in 2026.
Exactly.
So either.
Okay, so yeah, this would literally be like, these are what, 3 games maybe?
Sure.
End all be all.
3 games.
End all, like.
In House Elf Bernard's Magical Stocking.
Dude, Bernard is not good. Ernest is the ultimate house elf of sorts. Ernest P. Worrell, Thrill Driver. But anyway, alright. 2026, what do we know is coming? Halo.
The new Halo.
Talked about.
That does
Halo
not make my Santa list.
I don't think it would make mine either, but if you're going with
I know
just
your
3
101.
games,
Like your top
oh
number 1.
yeah, well, and it should be obvious. We've already talked about it a whole bunch tonight. Like, the ultimate, if you don't pre-order it or get it for Christmas or something, or Santa hooks you up before 2026, it is Resident Evil 9. It's unequivocally like, and it's yet another undoubtedly great entry in the greatest video game series out there. Yeah, you're gonna break the golden rule if you don't have that game by the end of the year. Like,
and then number 2 for you is dun dun.
Oh yeah, it totally is too.
Da-da.
It totally is.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, the Hitman Team 007. 007 First Light looks superb. Well, you heard me talk at length about Indiana Jones.
Yes.
If you think I'm a big Indiana Jones guy, then just sit down with me and we'll talk 007 sometime. James Bond, that dude, he's been the best forever. Like, this is why so many Mission Impossible movies come out, because still, even though Tom Cruise is great, he's not James Bond. This is why Indy was like, no, I gotta hand the hat to Shia LaBeouf. No,
And
just
then
kidding.
didn't.
Right?
Poor Shia. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Shia Surprise.
Yeah, I think that would have been pretty solid. But James Bond is the standard. Like, he is. He's the ultimate spy, the ultimate secret agent. Suave, sophisticated, has that beautiful, just Swagger has the watch.
It's got the Riz. We say Riz
Oh,
now, not
okay.
Swagger.
Not Swagger. I'm sorry, my 80s is showing. Like, yeah, 007 First Light looks awesome.
So what's your number 3? I don't know your number 3.
That's what's tough. That's what's tough right
I would
now.
say, like, you
We're
have
sitting
to
here
know
like,
that it's either in early access or has a release date. So I can't sit over here and say Wolf Among Us 2, Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Namor.
Final Fantasy 7 Part 3. You don't
Right.
know that that's coming. But also, like, I feel like I would have to cheat this a little bit and say, like, I have a lot of games that I haven't bought this year.
Okay.
Or even in 2024 or something like that, that might make the list like, hey, you know, I would like to have this so I'd be able to play it next year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you think about, God, I mean, this year, games like Ghost of Yotei, where that would be a great complement to the other two games. Or, you know, God forbid Santa throws the fucking Switch 2 in the old sack, maybe Donkey Kong, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza would be another. You get these two blockbusters, because let's face it, like, survival horror, might not be Alan Wake survival horror, but it's gonna be pretty damn good when RE9 comes out, right? You set your horror element. All right, the table set. This is all right, all taken care of, and then every other AAA element with James Bond. Who cares, dude? It's Bond. It's gonna rock. Like, and then you can be like, all right, well, I need my session style. I need something that I can just pick up and play and have fun for a while. Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's where, hey, Santa, if you want, you know, throw a Switch 2 in the sack, bro.
Very different gamers. Again, as I always say, very different gamers. It does not have a release date yet, but I did get to play the demo during Next Fest. And the demo was enough for me to make, like, I had 40 minutes of footage that I cut down. So it's a pretty hefty demo, so I feel pretty confident.
That's pretty nice.
Bloomtail.
Okay.
I really want to play Bloomtail. It was really fun. The flower arranging and, like, taking orders and all the different things you could put in your arrangements within budget were really cool. Number 2 game for me.
Bond, right?
No.
No, not Bond.
Is gonna have to be Fatal Frame.
Ooh.
And it's the new release of Crimson Butterfly.
Isn't that only on Switch?
I think. Well, I'm not sure.
We may have to look that up.
I think it is on Switch, but I don't know where it's coming out. But that is a big one for me. And then number 3, I do need to see more, so it is a tentative number 3, but that is Paralives. I do like the art style. Okay. I like the decoration style, but where I am stuck is we have not shown full footage of somebody managing a day. We've shown off the creator and we've shown off the builder, but we haven't shown what, for me, even as a simmer, is the meat and potatoes of, can I build a world? Can I build a story?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I feel like that would be freaking fundamental, would it? Or would it not? Like, I'd be like, I'm playing James Bond, but I'm actually playing as Q, and I have no gun. Like,
yeah, across the simmer space, you have people that just build and people that just do cast, and then you have people like me who make a legacy playthrough, and now it's canonical. When anyone is sick, you have to go to the hot springs.
Right.
So
that's fair.
That's what I want to see.
What I would offer an argument to that, though, is The Sims offers all of those things.
Yes.
So that people from different walks can do them. I feel like this game, if it's truly, like, you're trying to cast a wide net,
and it's also supposed to be dynamic too. So, for example, what it's supposed to do is when you walk up to somebody and you talk to them about music, and your para, likes music and their para likes music.
Guitar Hero.
That means when they call your para later on the phone, they're going to ask you about the new track or this new album, or, hey, did you hear this song, or whatever. They're specifically going to make their conversations about music, which is very
Okay.
interesting to me. It's very ambitious, and I would really love to see it, but it's not something that I'm going to go out and say I break the rule for it until
Yeah.
I do. Because I have also told you what I feel like it's missing is the whimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Sims is very funny. Like the other day, my Sim got fired, and their friend knew that they got fired, and so they bought them a pizza. And when my Sim ate the pizza, they were sad because it was pity pizza. That's pure gold. And that is hilarious. And that is what I want. And I don't know that I will get
Yeah.
that. And that is something that
Time will
really,
tell.
I mean, not even talking about the graphics or the load that it puts on your computer, but that's why I will not play Enjoy. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have the whimsy. I need the whimsy.
Well, and it makes sense, right? It's Gears of War 5 and Gears of War 3
Plenty of whimsy.
are very, very different games, right? Yes. Like, there's whimsy in that. Coltrane, right? You can't stop the train, baby. Like, even though they're within the same series, they're very different.
Yes.
And and that's I've talked about a little bit with Alan Wake, because Alan Wake 1 and Alan Wake 2, yeah, they're the same game. You're following Alan in them, but that's in a lot of ways where the similarities end.
I can't speak to Alan Wake 2 yet, but Alan Wake 1 has a huge sense of whimsy. If you're talking like OG Grimm's Fairy Tales whimsy, like, it's there. You don't necessarily want it, but it's there.
Well, yeah. Well, what was interesting about Wake 2 is just that difference. You're still back in universe. A lot of it makes sense. You watched me play, so you know some of the narrative beats with the darkness and his wife and stuff like that, and everything going on there.
Right.
But then suddenly, 1 second you're doing your thing, and the next you're dancing, and and you're kind of like, what's going on? And you have all these different bouncing elements.
So I will ask you
this. So it's in universe, but it's
the same way
different.
that I asked you just off of watching the Evil Within trailer. Is it the Cell, and is Ellen Wake Jennifer Lopez?
No, it's not to the.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, it's not to that level. I mean, you said that the first game especially nods to like Into the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, Into the Mouth of Madness, man.
Which I still haven't seen, in fairness, but the second game, even though you might reach the end of it and be like I told you, like, what the heck did you read this for? Like,
Jesus, Grandpa, what'd you read me this for?
If you're following along, you're gonna understand why things end up the way they do. I'll just say that. But what I was really trying to allude to, though, is the difference. They're in universe, but they're very, very different games. They're very different experiences. Like, sure, you still use your flashlight to stun people, and then you shoot them once, and you can do perfect dodges. You'll see in my playthrough, I suck at dodging in that game. I barely use dodge at all. And there were points where I was running up and punching people. You didn't do that in the first game. Like, it's just very different even mechanically, and then narratively it'll just kind of kick you in the face, which is great. That's what video games should do within some capacity.
And if you want to see that, that is live.
That is official. That is on the
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But what are you getting up to in the future, Paladevin? New Year's comes. What are we tuning in for on your channel?
Well, yeah, on the channel we're definitely getting more gaming coverage. Just kind of gaming news in general. Of course, the channel has the one major playthrough being in October, and everything else is just kind of more coverage oriented. Things like the recent updates surrounding cracked guitar drums or cracked drums for Guitar Hero and maybe Fortnite and other cool shit like that. Now, over on the Noisy Face channel, though, things might get shaken up a little bit. Right?
Well, as you know, the name of our channel is Button Mash Mug Smash, and we're going to smash some mugs in a competition. These aren't mugs, but we're going to smash them
right.
in a competition.
I'm terrible.
that I'm gonna win because all I do is win, 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 no matter what. We're gonna play The Sims 4
You set me up and I
on
tripped.
PlayStation. And we're gonna see who can get the platinum the quickest. Now, here's the caveat. No cheat bar, no gallery. So if the game lets you do within the game, for example, aging a bunch of people up with a cake,
yeah,
you can do that. But
or
you
like
can't go
special,
into UI cheats and type Rosebud to get a bunch of money.
Yeah, like and like trait paintings and stuff. You can still do that because that's
Absolutely.
within the confines of the game. Yeah, I totally just you set it up. You set it up, and I went up and I should have spiked it.
That's why everybody's hands go up and they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. You know what? Up, down, up, down, up, down.
I'm gonna be the guy who blames our show doc because it's not in here, but I'm also gonna be the guy to point out that I wrote the show doc, so it's not in here. But yes, that will be outside of the usual kind of coverage and cool shit come along. That I believe is going to end up being an every month, or no, not every Monday.
So the rule is that you have to have
updates or what?
Some sort of update on your channel. You choose how that goes. We can monitor each other's trophy progress, not only through each other's PlayStations, but we are both a part of True Trophies. So there will be monitoring on both ends.
profiles, baby.
It is going to be a series on my channel, so you're going to have Garden Legacy Challenge, Tiny Town, and what I am calling mine.
Ooh.
You gotta do the voice.
Okay. To Simfinity and beyond. Thank you, Tim Allen. So like and subscribe,
you
brother.
You can do your updates the way that you want. It's not going to help you win anymore because Legacy player, let's go. I have a strategy, and I will strategize.
Well, while that's a topic, we might as well just get into the simple fact that outside of June, you haven't gotten sweaty.
It would be my first platinum.
Yeah,
my very first platinum.
Yeah, gamer score boosting. You did well in June. Don't hear tried. You worked and you took second. You did and you put the numbers up. It was great. It was great. You did the Josh Allen thing every year. You made it all the way, and then you got your ass kicked. Because who took first? Oh. Me! It was me, guys! Just like, I will be taking first here. I will be adding yet another platinum trophy to the platinum cabinet. I might as well be full Tom Brady, man. There ain't enough rings that you could make out of platinum trophies on these fingers.
You say that, and yet I don't think you're ready for Alphabet Legacy. I don't think you are. Because when we were talking about this challenge, and I said, this is going to take at least a year. At least.
Good.
And you said what? No.
Good.
No, it's not. Bitch, come on.
Good. As a man who has endured the grind. Okay, anyone who's played Dragon Quest XI or Final Fantasy X
that would like to join this challenge, hit me up.
Yeah.
buttonmashmugsmash@gmail.com. Let's go.
Well, yeah, definitely.
It's base game. The only caveat is you have to play it on a console. You cannot play it on a PC.
Yeah.
And that is PlayStation or Xbox. As long as you don't already have all the achievements, you are welcome to play. Yeah. And even if you want to make a dummy account to play it just to get the achievements there, hit us up, man. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah. You can follow the progress updates again on PSMP, on True Trophies, of course.
Also, aside, if you want to get down on the Sims challenge, you're welcome. I don't know if you use Sam. If you do, I bet you're fucking banger at it. I'm cursing. Let's go.
Be gentle with Asai, okay? The man is a guitar legend, all right? We respect the game. We'll just call it. He would dust me, man. He'd close his eyes and burn me in Guitar Hero, as I digress. Like, The Sims.
The
That will be the thing. That will likely be the ongoing updated playthrough throughout. And yeah, again, you totally set me up, and I just tripped out. I was wrapped up in the cord. It's like Evil Dead. You get grabbed by the random tree, and then just well, I don't want to talk about the rest
one
of
of
that
us
scene.
has that worse
Like-
than the other. Well, maybe not. Does that go for anybody who gets grabbed? We're not going to talk about that. That's
Yep.
a whole nother
Yeah, that's why I
topic.
said I was not going to elaborate on the tree. Just there's a tree in Evil Dead. Let's call
There's
that.
a tree in Evil Dead.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, that will be an ongoing for really the foreseeable
For
future.
a year till you're 90.
And then yeah, we didn't really go over the stipulations much, but it's pretty simple. When you lose, what do you have to do?
So when I lose, I have to play a game of
She said it.
Devin's choosing for my channel, and I have to buy Batuu. Journey to Batuu. Oh yeah, Batuu. Looking forward to that. When Devin loses, he has to play a game of my choosing for his channel, which I think right now is either going to be The Sims Busting Out or the new Fatal Frame.
On
That would
Twitch
be-
too.
That would be a fun experience
Like-
for you. Let me just
Yeah,
talk about
Fatal
that.
Frame games
Within
are
reason.
scary.
You can't be like play 180 hours of Oblivion.
Why? Why not? You should tell me to do that. I will gladly do that.
Nope.
Find him. Close shut the jaws of oblivion.
No, I'll be like, you gotta play the first installment of Forsaken Souls. There you go. True favorite Forsaken Souls.
You know what
Brought
would
to
be
you
really
by
frustrating
Uncle
is
Boogie, your certified platinum paladin.
the one that would hurt me is if you straight up went, no, you have to platinum like Crash or like Parappa the Rapper or something like that. I'd be like,
You
oh my
just have
god.
to play it.
Like
I would love to see you play Parappa the Rapper one.
Well, yeah, I wasn't good at it the first round, so it would take practice. But yeah, the channel updates, as always, are going to continue to hit. And yeah, I know this was a little lengthier only because we had a whole other month of stuff to cover.
A lot to talk about.
Yeah, and it was 100% awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. As you see, we've already cracked our beers, had our beers, and switched over because even though Oktoberfest, or October rather, is over, we
In
backlogged.
Oktoberfest, yeah.
We backlogged.
That's all but I can't do the voice. He can. I can do the cowboy accent. Anyway.
We backlogged some Oktoberfest blends.
No, I
because
mean
that's great.
in all true fashion, that is us as a button mash, mug smash community. If there's anything you are interested in collabing about or interested in us talking about, even games that you would like to see us play co-op for the channels, like a special episode, please comment below or reach out to us at our email. We are always, willing and happy to check out recommendations. Each and every interaction we get, we appreciate, and we thank you so much for your engagement and your time.
Yep, and remember, of course, like, subscribe. Always tune in once a month. Check things out. Of course,
Usually.
as we kind of build things out and figure out what we're up to. Hey, like you mentioned, if there's some of our new acquisitions, like the PS Portal or any new games or anything like that, any new hardware we might come into that you're interested in, anything you might want to see from the channel as far as uploads, and even if you would prefer the cadence to be a little more fluid, but hey, we'll see what we can do. There are a ton of video games out there. There's a ton of community content, and we love to hear from you guys. So, as always, gang, I would like to wish you to have a good one. I am Pallet Evan.
I'm Noisy Face.
And this has been the Button Mash
Mug Smash Channel.
Podcast.
Channel.
Have a good one.